Hello and good day, grade 5 and grade 6 students. So this is me again, your English teacher, Habi, and I really appreciate all of you who are listening, watching, and participating to our English summer class today. So today class we will learn about subject, verb, agreement. Okay, so what is subject, verb, agreement, teacher? So when we say subject, so that is the one who make an action. Okay, so best example is he for boy and she for girl and it for animals. When we say verb, teacher, what is verb? So when we say verb, that is the action. Like drinks, like eat. Okay, so eat is an action. Drink is an action. Right now, listening or lesson. Okay, so that is an action. And me, I do speaking. Okay, so speak, that is a verb. Agreement. Okay, so when we say agreement, that is the condition or the relation, okay, that we will have. Okay, so the subject and the verb. Okay, so here, so I will give you the definition of the subject verb agreement. So what is subject verb agreement? So here you're asking, what is that one? What is that subject verb agreement means? So here it refers to the relationship between the subject and the verb of the sentence. So from here, okay, from the first sentence, so we have here it refers. So it means it mentioned to the relationship. So when we say relationship, class, that is the connection between, in the middle of, the subject, okay, the one who make the action, and the action. Okay, so remember, verb is an action word and the subject is the one who make the action, that is the person, okay, of the sentence or of the grammar. Okay, so the verb, okay, the verb or the action must be agree. Okay, they must to be okay with the subject. Okay, so the verb must be agree or must be okay or must to connect with the subject. They must to be matched to each other. Okay, so if they are not matched to each other, so example, the subject is plural and the verb is singular, so you will be in a wrong grammar, so the sentence will be incorrect. Or sometimes the subject is singular and the verb will be plural, so it's wrong. Okay, so let's move here to our example. So here we have the singular subject. Okay, so when we say class singular subject, only one from the picture here. Okay, so single, only one, so alone. So plural subject, it means two or more. So if you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so they are friends. Okay, so they are friends, so they are 6 person here, so 2 or more, so we can say 100 is okay, it doesn't matter, that is still plural. Okay, but when you say singular, you cannot make it 2, you cannot make it 3, but only 1. Okay, so here we have the cat for the singular, and for plural we have the cats, okay, with s. Okay, so you must to put s to make it what, plural. Okay, so don't forget, when you want the singular to make it plural, you must to put s, except if this one here is a regular noun. Okay, so next we have bag and bags. Okay, so if you see here, it doesn't have any s, but here have it has an s. Okay, it has an s. So here boy, and for the plural, boys. So if you see here, it doesn't have an s, but here it has an s. Okay, so with s, because this is a plural, so maybe this is 3 boys, 4 boys, 2 boys. Maybe the bag here is 2, 3, 4, 5, or the cats here is 2, 3, 4, or 100 cats. Okay, so that is the means of singular and plural subject. So don't forget, when we say singular, only one. Okay, alone, one only. Okay, when we say plural, so that is 2 or more, so it has a friend. Okay, or they are friends. Okay, so here, so because we learned the singular subject, so let's move here. So let's learn the singular verb and the plural verb. So singular verb. Okay, so when we say singular verb, any verb with an s behind. So when we say any verb, so any action with an s at the last part. Okay, when we say behind. Okay, at the back side. Okay, so here, if you see for the example, runs, okay, it has an s. Okay, plays, it has an s. Sings, it has an s. So how about for the plural verb, teacher? So plural verb, okay, any verb without an s behind. So any, okay, any action word without an s, okay, so without an s at the last part, so behind, okay. So example, run. So if you see here, singular verb runs, plural verb run, okay. So singular verb plays. For plural verb, here we have play. Okay, so here singular verb we have sings, and for the plural verb we have sing. Okay, so that is the difference. So when we say singular subject, okay, it doesn't have an s. But when we say singular verb, it has an s. Okay, so the verb singular. Okay, but the subject singular, okay, it doesn't have an s. Okay, so don't forget, class. And when we say plural subject, it has an s. You see, it has an s because this is the subject, this is plural, this is the one who make an action. But when we say plural verb, okay, the action that they make, it doesn't have an s if when we say plural verb. Okay, you see, run, play, sing. Okay, so don't forget. So I will show you the picture of this one, so of the action. Okay, so this one, run. Okay, so you further take a lot of steps. Okay, using your legs. Okay, of course. So this one here, run. And this one, play. Okay, so you make recreation things, okay, or sports that make you enjoy. That is what we call play. Okay, so some recreation type of things that make it it makes you enjoy. Okay, so next we have sing. Okay, so that is the time you're going to use your throat, and there is some words of tone that comes out in your mouth. Okay, and you see here, she's holding the microphone. Okay, so that is the, okay, the picture of the example of a verb or an action. Okay, so let's start here, subject and verb. Okay, so subject and verb. So when we say subject and verb, we have here, okay, you see, so I'm going to make a sentence using the subject and the verb. Okay, so just two words. Okay, cat runs. Okay, so how about, teacher, if I put this one, cat run? Wrong. Okay, it's not correct, so you must put s here. Okay, cat runs. How about this one, teacher? It's cats. Okay, cats, number two, cats. This one cat, this one cats. Okay, so if you see cats run. Okay, this really, teacher? So how about if I put s? No, it's wrong. Okay, so if the subject have an s, the verb no, with no s. Okay, when the subject has without s, the verb must have an s. Okay, don't forget, class. Okay, so that is the rule of subject verb agreement. So you can use the subject verb agreement when you're composing a sentence like perfect, present tense, okay, present simple tense, um, something like that. Okay, so you can use this one. Okay, so next, boy plays. Okay, so about, teacher, if I make play? No, boy play. No, wrong. You must put s. This one is correct. Okay, this is the correct one. This is the right one. How about this one, boys with s? Of course, the subject or the verb or the action must be without s, so that is play. Okay, so here, so we will learn some question here. So if you see here, okay, I put some arrow from the question. Okay, so just to give you an example. Okay, so here, what is, okay, so I'm going to have a question for you. What is the subject and the verb in the sentence? So this is the sentence here. Okay, you see, so we can say this one is number one. Okay, so number one sentence. This one is number two sentence. Okay, and number three sentence. Okay, so I want to see if you really understand our lesson. Okay, this one is 4 and this one is 5. Okay, let's see, just make it a number, make it easy for you. Okay, so what is the subject and the verb in the sentence? So example here, the student sing greatly. Okay, so the student sings greatly. So here the subject will be the student. That is the one who make the action. Okay, who is singing? So of course the students, or who sing? So the students. Okay, so what the students do? Sings. Okay, so that is the verb. Okay, that is the action. Okay, again, who Who is sing or who is singing? The students. What the students do? Sings. Okay, that is the action do by the students, or what the students is doing. Okay, the students is sing. Okay, sing here. Okay, so the students sing greatly. Okay, so again, the subject, student, that is the person who make the action, and the action that he makes is, or she makes, is sing. Okay, he sing. Okay, so number 2, Jay and Brian play. Okay, so normally it says here plays, play or plays. Okay, so plays or plays. Okay, so well. So you think, okay, so what is, okay, so I have a question here only. What is the um, verb in this sentence? So what is the verb in the sentence? Alright, so Jay and Brian play so well. So you must to choose one, play or plays. Of course, if you remember, if the subject is plural, so this is plural. Why? Why, teacher? Because this one, Jay and Brian. So from the word and, so when we heard the word and, so it means addition. Okay, addition of a person. So we have the J, 1, and we have the Brian, 2. So they are 2. So it means this is plural. So when we say plural subject, the action that they make, it must don't have any S. So Jay and Brian play so well. Okay, so this is the correct one here. Okay, play. Okay, play, not the place. Okay, so this is the correct. Okay, plays. Okay, play, sorry. Okay, so play, this one here. This is the correct answer. Play. Okay, next, the dog chases the cat. The dog chases the cat, so maybe he's there, he like to catch the cat. Okay, chases. Okay, so the dog. So when we say, okay, when I asking you what is the subject, what is the subject in this sentence? So of course the subject is the one who make the action is the dog. Okay, what the dogs do? Okay, the dogs, what the dogs do or does. Okay, so here, chases. Okay, the cat. Okay, what the dog is doing. Always asking for yourself like that. Okay, what the dog is doing in this sentence. Okay, the dog is chases. Okay, the cat. Okay, so it means the verb here. Okay, so the verb in this sentence here is chases. Okay, so this one. Okay, so don't forget. Okay, don't forget that one. So the verb is chases. Okay, chases here, the cat. Okay, so number 4, James run. Okay, runs on the field. Okay, so James, teacher, it has an S. Of course, class. Okay, so don't forget. Sometimes there is a scenario that the names it has an S at the last part. So always see James. Okay, so that is name of the person. What kind of noun that one? That's why in the last year, okay, lesson or last semester, okay, I teach you about the 8 part of speech, so that you will know the nouns or the pronoun that is important to build up or for the preparation for your tenses. Okay, so the tense. So here, James run or runs on the field. So what is the correct answer for you? So this one here, James. This is a name. Okay, so James with S only. Okay, so James, what? James runs. Okay, on the field. Why teacher runs, not run? Because this one, James, is only one. That is only one person, but the name has an S. Okay, so don't forget. So the correct answer here is runs, not run. Okay, so don't forget that one, students. Okay, always remember. Okay, next, she likes brownies. She likes brownies. Okay, so we can say the girl likes brownies. Okay, so what is the subject in this sentence? Okay, students, what is the subject? So the subject here, of course, who likes brownies? Who likes brownies? Okay, so girls. What the girls likes, or what she likes? She like. Okay, so she like brownies. Okay, she likes brownies. So likes is the verb, and the subject is she. Okay, always asking what the girl like. Okay, what the girl or what the girl like. Okay, what the girl like. Okay, so she likes, okay, what, brownies. Okay, or who likes brownies? Sorry, who likes brownies? The girl. Okay, so the girl. And what the girl do? Okay, so likes. Okay, what the action the girl do? So likes, okay? So always ask that one. Who make the action on what the action she or he making. Okay? So I hope you learned something for our lesson for today, class. So this is subject verb agreement. So this is the easy one. So there is a lot of subject verb agreement that you can encounter. So I hope you learned something for today, and thank you so much. Goodbye.